Can you claim the EITC if you file as head of household? Imagine this. You're working hard, supporting your family, and wondering if you can get some extra help from the government when you file your taxes. Well, let's find out if claiming the Earned Income Tax Credit is possible when you file as head of household. First, filing as head of household is a special status for people who are mostly responsible for their home. To qualify, you need to be considered and married on the last day of the year, pay more than half the household costs, and have a qualifying child or dependent. This often applies to single parents or those supporting relatives who live with them. You must cover expenses like rent, utilities, groceries, or insurance for the whole year or pay for a parent's living costs if they do not live with you. Now, the Earned Income Tax Credit is a benefit for low to moderate income workers. To qualify, you need earned income from work or self-employment, and your income must be below certain limits. For head of household filers in 2024, that limit is around $59,899 or less, depending on how many children you have. The more children you have, the higher the income limit, and the bigger the credit you can get. The amount of the credit varies. For example, in 2024, if you have no children, you might get about $632. If you have 3 or more children, the credit can be up to $7,830. The credit gradually decreases as your income gets closer to the limit. There are some other rules to keep in mind. You and any qualifying children must have valid Social Security numbers. You cannot file as married filing separately and claim the EITC. If you do not have children, you need to be between 25 and 64 years old. If you do have children, there is no age limit. Also, you must have lived in the United States for more than half the year. For Latino families, understanding these rules is important because many may qualify for head of household status if they are single parents or main supporters of relatives. Claiming the EITC can give you a big financial boost, helping with bills or saving for future needs. Keep records of household expenses and make sure your children meet IRS criteria. Even if you get financial help from others, you can still qualify if you pay more than half the household costs yourself. So, to answer the question, yes, you can claim the Earned Income Tax Credit if you file as head of household. As long as you meet the income, work, and family rules, you could receive a useful tax benefit. This can make a real difference for families supporting children or relatives, giving you some extra money back when you file your taxes.